Hello guys, how we doing? Welcome back to the Three Hammers. It's Luke here. There weren't no news out this morning, but I tell you what, there's loads of news now, and I'm getting more and more agitated if it's true. And that's not to say that ex-West Ham employee, is a bad source. He's a fantastic source, and we've had him on the show before. And he said, he's come out today and said that West Ham are not as confident in signing Aguerd, and maybe even Areola as well. The Areola bit wasn't from X, that was other news outlets. Listen, this Aguerd guy, this has been going on for about 5 weeks. The Moroccan international, all the rumours are, he's coming to London for the medical. That's been going on for about a week, 2 weeks. Everything's been agreed. And now Newcastle apparently have come in at the 11th hour. Probably matched the deal, maybe even give him slightly more salary. It's winding me up. It's starting to really wind me up, West Ham, if this is the case again of missing out on players for dilly-dallying. Like, if you really want a guy, what message does it sort of send of, pushing it on and pushing it on and pushing it on? I don't know how much it is at West Ham, whether there's been no way around that, of getting it done. I don't know, but I assume you can, send a doctor there. We've seen it before where medicals have happened on international duty, where a club doctor will turn up at an international team's training ground, get the medical done there on that day, and then the contract signed there with the lawyers all there, and they've signed it there and then. If we lose out on this deal, again, it's that small club mentality. Areola as well. Again, why have we waited this long? Again, if we miss out on this deal, it's just ridiculous. Like this, the Areola one should have been done, straight away. I sound like Sean Pertwee in Love on a Beta. It should have been done straight away. We know we need a goalkeeper. But, David Martin's going. Not that he plays anyway, but Fabianski's getting older, and ability's starting to be questioned. There's no doubt about that. And Areola has more than shown he's capable of, stepping in and being the new number one for West Ham. And as soon as a club like Newcastle, who have got basically limitless funds, obviously they stay in with a certain wage structure. I was talking to my pal, who's been on the show, Sam, about Lingard actually the other day, and I was saying, I think he'll go there. And Sam said that, I doubt it, because I think their cap wage is about 110. So for Lingard to go in there at 180, it would completely upset their thing. Yes, eventually they probably would have players on 250 grand a week, 300 grand a week, if they do reach them upper echelons of what they can reach. But to be missing out now is really, really frustrating. We have European football, whether you, Conference League, whether you turn your nose up on that or not. After a fantastic 2 campaigns, we should really be, pushing on and trying to, solidify ourselves in there. And I'm not sitting here, and please don't feel I'm deluded and believing that West Ham, can become a top 4 club. We could have in a couple of years. A couple of seasons have passed if we would have been a bit more ambitious in the market. But it's to solidify that top 7, top 8 places, so we consistently get Europa League, consistently get even Europa Conference League would be nice, wouldn't it, every year? I have to say, and I know I don't want to be in panic mode, there's also this rumour that we're not going to spend more than £25 million on a player. Again, I'm not too fussed with that. In regards to price doesn't mean everything. Jared Bowen coming for 20 million and Socek coming for 18 million. Price doesn't guarantee you a player. We've Felipe Anderson was 40 million, Haller 40 odd million. A big price tag doesn't guarantee you a great player. So that 25 million thing is not a big deal. But then, if that is the case, we're not getting a Ward Price. We're not getting a Rafinha, who these names have come out during season ticket renewals period, as they always do. I don't know. I really don't know, and I really don't want to be that guy who goes, "Oh, I'm panicking, I'm worried." But I am. I'm genuinely worried that we flap about too much with business, and we're just constantly trying to cut the deal all the time like, oh, can we get that bit of money off? You know, like proper, you know, that Dom geezer off of Don't Get Dom. I don't know if you know him. He's like a little skinhead geezer on the telly, and he's always like, oh, can I have another 30 quid off there? Oh, and can you chuck in his free kit as well? And can you buy his boots for him? And can you buy this for him? Like, if we really want someone, just bloody get the deal done. It's so frustrating. It's so frustrating. If we see Aguerd in holding a Newcastle kit up in a couple of days' time, and God forbid Areola as well, it's just got to be so toxic. So toxic already. And then, you know, if we are keen on, for example, a Ward Price or Rafinha, I don't think will happen, but let's just phrase them in there for the sake of this argument. You're going to be looking at West Ham going, why am I going there? What do I want to go there for? Like, they're not signing anyone. They need loads of players, and they keep missing out on players to Newcastle. Newcastle, I think, are going to be the vein of us for the rest of this window, because that is that sort of level. They're the sort of teams that we're competing at, and obviously they've got that extra bit of money. There is a rumour also with Newcastle, just slightly off topic, that there is a rumour that they are going to build potentially a training ground in Newcastle. That was what in London, so that they could have the attraction of players living in London, and they only have to travel up for the games. That is a rumour. Whether that's true or not, be very interesting to see the development on that one. But yeah, incredibly frustrating. Incredibly frustrating if we miss on these players, because then we've got to move on to new targets. We'll probably put a hell of a lot of work into this Aguerd deal, but it's just constant. Just, you know, West Ham, it's just, we always have to take too long. You know, Darwin Núñez, Bosch, done, few days. Aston Villa's already signed a few players, haven't they? Just done, bang, like that. And you'll probably hear a few more. Bissouma, you know, the rumour came out a couple of days ago, or yesterday, weren't it, that looks like he's going to go to Tottenham. Guarantee you see him in a Tottenham shirt by Monday next week, because it's just whoosh, done. I don't know, guys. I'm getting very worried. I'm not going to lie. Yes, two fantastic seasons, but I'm telling you now, we don't sign no players, we're just going to fall to pieces. We're going to have a really tough old season. No, I'm not going to say relegation, but we're going to have a tough old season in terms of, you know, keeping players fit. I don't know. I really don't know. None of it screams to Jared Bowen and Declan Rice to stay even beyond this season. You know, a bit of ambition. I see an interview with Stuart Pearce as well, saying that, you know, the squad stand at bare bones, and him and Moyes and, you know, Nolan and all that would have their conversations, and it always ends up being the same 11 because they had nothing else. Does Moyes really want to hang himself out to dry again? Is Moyes deflecting it off the board? Is the board not backing him, or are the board giving him I don't know. Frustrating video early in the transfer window, guys, and I hope it's not the case, and I hope that Aguerd is standing with a West Ham shirt in the next couple of days. But it's not looking good. It's not looking good. Let me know what you guys thought. If you stayed to the end, give me a hashtag keep believing in your comments so I know that you watched to the end. Until next time, let's go.